Hi, Miles. How are you?
Hey Jack, I'm doing well. How are you?
Very well, thank you. And Miles, today I'm going to be asking you questions about your morning routine, what you do in the morning.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good.
So, Miles, what is the first thing that you do when you wake up in the morning? What's the first thing that you do after you've woken up?
Hmm. The first thing that I do after I wake up is I get dressed. I get dressed and I put on clothes.
And Miles, on a normal work day, what sort of clothes do you put on? What sort of clothes do you like to wear?
Hmm. On a normal day, on a normal work day, I like to dress very casually and very comfortably. So I usually wear a t-shirt like this, either in white or in other colors. And I usually like to wear pants or specifically joggers and also tennis shoes.
So you like to work and wear casual clothes so you're nice and
Mhm.
comfortable when you're working.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
Perfect. So, Miles, after you've put on comfortable clothes, what is the next thing that you do in the morning?
After I get dressed, the next thing that I do, or usually do, if I remember, is to take my medicine so I can stay healthy.
Nice. But sometimes you forget. Miles, do you think you are a forgetful person?
Unfortunately, I am a forgetful person, and many times I either forget to take my medicine or I forget other things like my water bottle back at home.
But Miles, you never forget to put clothes on.
Thankfully, I do not. That would be pretty awkward. That would be pretty embarrassing if I went to work without clothes, completely nude.
I'm glad.
Me too.
So, Miles, after you've put your clothes on and taken your medicine, what's the next thing that you do in the morning?
Mhm. The next thing that I do after taking my medicine is I cook breakfast and I make a smoothie. And I
Mm.
also like to drink coffee.
Ooh, and Miles, what do you usually make for breakfast? What do you usually eat for breakfast?
So this might be a little bit boring, but most of my breakfasts, I make the exact same thing. Most breakfasts are eggs, hash browns, or potatoes, and some type of meat, usually a sausage. And I would say most of the time, maybe 90% of the time, I eat the same thing for breakfast.
Mm. So, some people would say you are boring,
You can't surprise me. You're boring.
but some people would say that you are consistent, that you have the same thing every day for breakfast.
And I would say that I am consistently boring.
Ah, very good.
hmm
Miles, what do you put in your smoothie?
hmm In my smoothie, I also usually make the same thing day after day.
Well, it's Groundhog Day.
And in my smoothie, I usually put banana and I usually put strawberries and almond milk or milk that comes from almonds. And then usually I put a scoop or 2 scoops of vanilla protein in my smoothie.
That sounds very nutritious. It sounds like with your breakfast and the smoothie, you'll have lots of energy for the day.
That's the goal.
And Miles, after you've had your boring breakfast, your consistent smoothie, what's the next thing that you do in the morning?
After I have made breakfast and made my smoothie, the last thing that I do before leaving for work is I like to brush my teeth. I like to brush my teeth.
So you like to brush your teeth so that you have a healthy mouth and healthy teeth, and that you don't have smelly breath from your coffee or from your breakfast.
Yeah, I don't think people around me would appreciate it or be happy if I always had bad breath.
That sounds like a good idea.
Thanks.
Okay, and so after that, you've finished your morning routine and you go off to work. Is that correct?
Yep, that's exactly right. I drive in my car to work.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, thank you, Miles, for letting us know your morning routine. And thank you, everybody at home, for watching the video. We hope you've enjoyed it. We hope you've learned a little bit of English. And let us know in the comments what your morning routine is. Do you make a smoothie like Miles? Do you like to have coffee? Or what else do you do in the morning? It'd be interesting to know.
Sounds good. Take care, everyone.
Ciao, ciao.